All right. So I wanted to share with you today because as I really have been analyzing my business, my team's business, my business, and my whole downline, I realized that we were not taking advantage of the results method in a way that would really will work for everyone. As many of you know, I did a big investigation and I looked at the fastest growing teams in the UK and Canada, in Australia. And I looked at them and I went back to their leaders and I asked them what it was, how they built their business. And each one of them said that they build it with doing the business first. They lead with the business. And then in each one of these groups, they really use and utilize the tell and drop. And so when I looked at the groups that I was working with and groups in the US and in other countries that use the just the drop-off system, they were not having the same business building. They were not having the incredible growth. When I sat with Ian Pritchard for several hours, and he told me that he's going to be 7 wide here in just a minute, I was so blown away that how fast he's become a 7 wide executive national vice president, and how he leads with the business, and he uses totes and baskets. And I realized that I needed to teach this out. So you were very confident in doing a tell and drop and in doing a pickup. And because you really want to, what do you want to get out of those tell and drops? Your number one priority is to get a business partner. But one of the things I want to really emphasize is that when you look at 80% of the regional vice presidents, when you look at my group of national vice presidents, a big percentage of those leaders came into Arbonne to get the highest discount. And that was their sole motivation. But as they, used the products and fell in love with them, they started to upgrade themselves. I was just listening to an older training from a while ago with ENVP Tabitha de Bruin, who was a school teacher when she was introduced to Arbonne. And she came on, and she didn't have any plans for becoming an executive national vice president. She thought she would continue on being a school teacher. But as she tried the products and she got such great results with them, and she told some people about it, and she shared the product with a few people, all of a sudden she got this check that came in the mail for $700. And when she got that check that day, she said that changed her life. So when you're sitting down with people, I want you to, in the back of your mind, I want you just to remember that you have 2 things. I have 2 things I absolutely love. I love the product, and I love our entrepreneurial business model. I love those 2. And I don't know if the person I'm sitting down with, I have no idea what they're going to choose. They may just want to get the products at the highest discount. But if I don't offer everything to them, and I'm going to show you how to do and take advantage, what you want to do with every single pamper basket, spa basket, fitness basket, whatever you're giving to someone, you want to take it out to its best possible conclusion. So you want to make sure that you're doing it correctly, so it's going to just rock your world. When I first really thought about doing baskets, it was because of Liz McDonald. And when I got back on the phone with Liz and I just picked her brain about it, and she said, Dina, I was in retail, in the skincare retail world for 20 years. So she said, when I started with Arbonne, she thought, what could I do where I could have people be able to experience more of our product line? And that's how she came up with the basket idea. So she said, you know, I am going to test this out, and I'm going to see if I can win a trip with brand new people only using baskets. So she started the AIT trip, and even though she's an EMVP, she decided to win it at the consultant level with brand new people, brand new contacts. So she did the baskets exclusively during that AIT trip. And when she got finished, she had 7 new legs, 7 new management legs for her from doing the baskets. So I want you to really make sure that when you're sitting down with somebody and you're telling them about how we do the business, there's 2 ways that we introduce products to people. That's through one-on-ones and groups. And your one-on-ones can be sitting down and doing like a facial with somebody, or it can be doing a healthy happy hour, or it can be using a basket. But the thing I want you to remember that when you use baskets or totes, they are your business partners, and they're working the business for you. So they're working while you're sleeping, you're doing something else, they're working it for you. You also have to remember that for a lot of busy corporate people, this is a way for them to build a business that they can see themselves doing. So this is something that you really got to get great at it, because it is going to absolutely help you blow out your business if you're good at it. And so I want you to just, we're going to go over it. I'm going to show you a simple way of doing this. And so let's say that I have messaged Bev, and she's a friend of mine. She's an acquaintance. And so I'm going to ask her, and remember, the more you paint the picture of in a romantic way, the more people are going to get excited for being able to experience a spa basket. So let's say that I know Bev, we're someone that we play pickleball together, and she is in a group of women, and so I know she takes care of herself. So I could text her and say, Bev, I have something really fun and exciting that I'd like to treat you to. So I wanted to see if you're up for it. I've put together some of my very favorite products from our anti-aging and our 30 Days to Healthy Fitness, and from our spa line. And I would love for you to be able to experience them as my guest. And instead of going to the spa, I would like to bring the spa to you. I would love to have you experience them for 3 days and give me some feedback. So Bev says, sure. And so I set up a time to go over. When I set up the time, I say, when I come over, I'm going to need a few minutes, because I want to tell you more about why I'm over the moon about these products, how we differentiate ourselves from other brands, and a little bit more about our company. So I'm going to need about 10 to 15 minutes. So we set up the time, and I'm going to go over there. Now, depends on where you're going to meet them, whether you're going to meet them in a coffee shop, you're going to meet them in their home. When you go over, you want to make sure that it's somewhere where you can have their attention. So if I go to a coffee shop, I always position the person. I get there first, and I position them looking at the wall, and me looking at the wall, instead of them being out inside of the coffee shop where they're going to be disturbed by a lot of different people. So that's kind of our setup. You can meet them at a library. You can meet them at a bookstore like Barnes and Noble. That's quiet. Just somewhere that you can meet them at a cafe. Just whatever it is that you're going to meet them at. So I'm going to sit down with Bev, and one of the things I'm going to ask, and I'm just going to ask Bev, and she's going to be my client. So I think, Bev, thank you so much for meeting with me. I'm so excited for you to experience. Let's see, where did I put my basket? I'm so excited for you to experience all of these products that I brought for you today. And it's like you're going to go to the spa for a few days. And so I'm so excited for you to just take some time and pamper yourself over the next few days. You're just going to replace all the things that you're currently using for 3 days and just use Arbonne's products. So from the shampoo and the conditioner to your moisturizers, your cleansers, I brought some of my favorite products from our 30 Days to Healthy Living. So I'll go over that a little bit more at the end when I officially hand them over to you. But just so I kind of know a little bit more about you and your needs. If I had a magic wand here and I could improve one thing about your skin, what would you have it be?
Probably the fine lines around my mouth.
Okay, the fine lines around your mouth. Well, awesome, because I always like to know, and if you could improve one thing about your energy, vitality, just your sense of well-being, what would you like to improve?
Probably more energy.
More energy? Okay, awesome. Ooh, I'm excited because I think I have some products then that can really help meet those needs. So, when I asked you for a few minutes, what I wanted to do is sit down and tell you a little bit more about the philosophy behind Arbonne's products, a little bit more about our brand, our branding, and a little bit more about our business. There's 2 things I absolutely love, and I have to tell you that right off the top. I love our products, and I love our entrepreneurial business model. And so I never know when I sit down with somebody what's going to really resonate with them. So I always share a little bit of both so that you're going to be able to know. Because what I'm going to do, Bev, is I'm going to leave these products with you for 3 days. I'm going to come back and find out if you love them like I think you will. And if you do, I'm going to give you several options of how you can work with Arbonne, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to get them at the very highest discount. How does that sound to you?
Sounds wonderful.
So is it okay if we jump in and I tell you a little bit more about them?
Sure.
Great. Well, first of all, I have to just tell you a little bit. Whoops, I just went up one too many right there. I have to just tell you a little bit more about who Arbonne is and our story. Arbonne is a 35-plus-year-old company that has really led the industry in having cutting-edge products and formulations. We started out being totally in Switzerland with our research and development. And so we have this Swiss heritage that we're really proud of. So we have these cutting-edge products, do a lot of research and development, and then we have passionate consultants like me who are excited to share the products. And we're just starting to go global. So we're just beginning a global expansion of our company and product line. So what we do, and one of the things I get really excited about, is that we educate people on ingredients. One of the things I've found, Bev, is that women especially, we don't realize what's lurking in our cosmetic bag. We have no idea we all have that cosmetic graveyard. It sits underneath the sink, and we have no idea what we're using in our products. And so I really wanted to go through them with you. Hey, if you do have any background noise, if you could just mute yourself out.
My money.
Let me see. Go get him.
Could you just mute yourself out? All right. So what we do is we empower people. So I find that once I educate people about ingredients, I find them going in their bathroom, looking in their shower. And once you empower people with knowledge, they make better choices for themselves and for the health of their family. Because when it all comes down to it, you are what you absorb. Do you find that you're a product? Are you someone that looks at labels?
I'm starting to, and I really am anxious to learn more, though.
Because I found that people do it a lot more in food, but now they need to know about what it is, what you're absorbing. Because if you think about it, from the minute you get up in the morning, you get into the shower, you're starting to absorb whatever you're putting on your skin. Your shampoo doesn't just stay on your head. It runs down your face, your neck, your back, everywhere on your body. So women don't realize it, that they're putting over 515 toxic chemicals on their body by noon. And so that's one of the things I wanted to really make sure that we had a chance to talk about. So our advantage of Arbonne and what sets us apart in our branding is that we are, our mantra is pure, safe. So it has to be pure, safe, and then it has to be beneficial. So we use the best of science and technology. We get the very best ingredients from the best sources globally. We are formulated to the European standard. Now, this is kind of makes you sick when you think about it. If you're a U.S. citizen, in Europe they've banned over 1,400 ingredients, but in the U.S. we've only banned 11. So that, what does that tell you?
That's really sad.
So it tells you that you have to actually be the one that looks out for yourself, right?
Right.
No, you have to look out for yourself. So we're vegan, we're kosher, we're gluten-free, not only in our skincare, but in our makeup and in our nutritional products. A lot of foundations have gluten in them. I don't know if you have any problems with it or anyone you love have problems with gluten, but you really need to be aware of what everything's in there. We don't use petroleum based ingredients like mineral oil, parabens, and phthalates, and we're animal product free. I don't know if that's important for you. For a lot of people, they do not want products that have animal byproducts in them. So as you can see, we have a wide range of products. And that's one of the reasons, is because we want to have people have a better choice, for them to be able to replace what they're currently using with something that is more pure and safe. Well, what's kind of interesting, recently, a naturopathic doctor said health is what happens in the kitchen and in the bathroom. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but if you think about it, in the kitchen is all the food that we eat. And then in the bathroom is all of the personal care products that we put on our body. And because you are what you absorb in your gut and on your skin, you really need to make sure that you're making wise choices. So whether it's a protein shake, are you into protein shakes?
I am. I love them.
So do you use soy or whey?
I cannot use soy.
You can't use soy, okay. Well, that's one of the things I'm excited for you to try, because I brought you a vegan shake. I brought you a vegan, it's made from pea protein, cranberry, and brown rice, and it actually tastes good. So I brought you a little bit of our products from our 30 Days to Healthy Living. I brought you some Energy Fizz Sticks. You said you needed more energy, so I'm very excited for you to experience these. I brought you both flavors, and I brought you a detox tea, so you could experience that. So I brought you a little bit of everything, because what we have is a product line really for every use that you can think of during the day with your skincare, personal care, and nutrition. But one of our flagship lines is our RE9, our anti-aging line. This is one of the lines that I had told you about a couple of weeks ago when we were playing tennis, about how much I love this product line. Well, I know you're sitting there saying, well, this is great, Dina, and all this stuff sounds great, but I want something that works. Would that be you?
Yes, definitely.
Have you ever been tempted to go the Botox route?
I know a lot of people who are, yes.
And that, I think that as women, let's face it, we want results. It's great to have something pure, but it's got to work. Well, so recently Arbonne did a blind study on our anti-aging line. We compared it to the leading products in the department store and also in our industry. And when the results with these 167 people who had no idea what they were using came back, we didn't just beat our competition, we creamed it. And so what I can really say to you with total confidence is this product is just absolutely the best out there. So I think you're gonna absolutely love it. This is one of the pictures from people, that a person that had no idea what they were using. They used the products for the 6 weeks, and you can see after 28 days the kind of results that they got. I think a picture is worth 1,000 words. Here's one. I love this because for a lot of people can get results for 30 days with an anti-aging line, but they can have it continually improve their skin. So when you look at that, what do you really notice? What's changed about their skin?
Well, that deep puffiness on day 1 is not there at 8 months.
So what do you think's what's been restored in their skin?
The firmness of their skin.
Firmness of their skin. So probably the collagen and elastin has had to come back, right?
Yes.
That's one of the things that we really do. One of my favorite pictures is of a gal in Australia, from Wagga Wagga, Australia. She's actually the mother of Lydia, one of our consultants. And this is her mother's results after 12 weeks. And aren't they just outrageous? I love it. In fact, they were so dramatic that when I saw her after, I actually didn't recognize her. I thought, wow, now she looks familiar, but who is she? Because her skin looks so amazing. But Arbonne doesn't rest on their laurels. I remember I told you that we're so into research and development. Well, we recently just entered a new category, and that's the skincare tool category. So I'm so excited for you to experience this, because this is our Genius Ultra. And it's a skincare tool. And what it does is it actually drives the anti-aging ingredients from our RE9 line to the deepest level of your skin with 330,000 ultrasonic waves. And so what it does is just supercharge your skincare. And I did bring you one. I know you can't believe it, but I did. I brought you one to try for 3 days along with your RE9. And I'll tell you a little bit more how to use that at the end. I love these pictures. They're just after one use of that Genius Ultra. They're incredible. You see such a difference in the skin. Here's a gentleman. We know guys are not great about taking care of their skin, but look at the difference in just one usage. It is so exciting. I'm loving this. I have to admit, I was going to go in, and this is where I get truthful, and have Botox in those 11s because they were so deep above my eyebrows that I always looked like I was in a bad mood. So, but I don't have to do it now. So I'm loving the results that I'm getting. One of the other things I told you about is that I brought you some of the products from the Essential Living. One of the things I think is really hard is how to do it in a simple way. Eat better, take more, get more fiber in our body, just make better choices every day. So what Arbonne has done is they've put together a 30-day program. And it's a simple way for you to kind of push the pause button on your life and detox for 30 days. We do nutritional cleansing. That's one of the things that we really are proud about that we do in Arbonne. And so I brought you some of the products from that line for you to experience for the next 3 days. These are just some of the pictures from people who are using that. And then I brought you, what I'm going to tell you is if you like them and you would like to get on our 30-day program, we have all kinds of support to help you support you in this push to get, because you told me that energy was really an issue for you. I think you're going to go, wow, I'm feeling so much better with this 30 days to healthy living. So what I'm going to tell you a little bit about is just that what we offer people is the opportunity to stop paying retail prices and paying the big box store CEO's bonus and be able to switch brands and replace what you're currently using with just pure, safer products. But the killer thing is that you get to get them at a great discount every time you order. So it's like being able to go to the department store and buy your favorite product line there, but always get it at a discount. We offer superior prestige products, but I'm going to show you how you can get the highest discount and maybe earn some extra money or some great money. And I'm going to give you all your options, and then you're going to be able to know what's going to work for you. A lot of people have just fallen in love with this product line, and in fact, you know what? I'd love to just make some extra money. That's how I started with Arbonne. I love the fact that you don't need to deliver. I don't ever touch people's money. I just help them open up an exclusive online account, and you can do it alongside what you're currently doing. So just to give me an idea of where you're, what information to give you as I leave you the products with you, just to help me know, where do you see yourself and your interest right now? Are you a 1? I'm willing to try the products, give you some feedback. Are you a 2? Your products and discount shopping appeal to me. Or are you a 3? I'm intrigued with the idea of having an online business that I could run from my phone or my laptop anywhere in the world. Where would you see your interest right now?
Well, truthfully, it would be all 3 because I'm dying to try the products. And if I love them, I'd love to have a great discount, but I'm also intrigued with the idea of having an online business.
Okay, awesome. Well, what I'm going to do then with, I'm going to leave you, Bev. I'm going to send you a short video with an esthetician that's going to walk you through how to wash your face tonight. I'm going to send it to you on your phone so that you can just push play, and she's going to walk you through how to use the products. And then I'm going to send you another couple of short videos that give you a better idea of our global business. It's really an opportunity for people to have a virtual online franchise, if you will, that they can really build a business with e-commerce. So I'm going to just send you a couple of those. They're very short, and you can look them over. And then when I get back together with you, we'll go through and answer any of your questions. Okay?
Sounds great.
Wonderful. Okay, so at this point, I would set my date with her 3 days in advance, and to be able to do the follow-up with her. And then I would show her everything's that's in the basket. I'm going to leave with her. I'm going to leave. Now, you have to decide, because if you've told them enough that they're the products, one of the things I like to do is I tell people, I say, people always ask me, what's kind of the price point of these products? And the price point is Clinique or Clarins, if you're used to shopping in department stores. It's kind of the price point of like Sephora, if you're used to buying products in, big box stores that are cosmetic stores. But that's before the discount. Because remember, I've offered you that you can get these products at a good to fantastic discount. So that's what I kind of tell them, what the price point. I'm going to leave them I'll come back to this in just a second. I'm going to leave a referral card inside of the basket so that she can be thinking of, while she's trying the products, of 3 to 5 people who she thinks would really enjoy being pampered like she has. And then I tell them I'm going to give them one of my favorite products when I come back if they filled out the card for me. And that is the hand cream. So I give that to them. I put it on cardstock so that they can write on it. And I put that inside of their basket. So if you've told them about the products and you want to leave a catalog, you can. I find if you don't tell them that they're going to get the products at a great discount, sometimes they just open it up and they get sticker shock and they go, oh, I'm not even going to let myself like this. And you find that they won't even try the product. So I most of the time, if I prepared them well, I'll leave a catalog with them. You can also put a sticker on the front that says, ask me how to get these at a great discount, to be able to do that. So I'm going to just stop before we do the pickup and ask, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Dina, this is Kate. I would love, what is that video of the esthetician that you referenced?
Oh, the one that we have with Helena de Bruin.
On your page?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's just that 5-minute video. Yeah. So that's the one. I send it to them right then. So I just say, just go put your phone on your counter and just position it and wash your face with her. And I just find that's the simplest way to do it. I do put an instruction sheet inside of the basket.
Dina, Terry has posted in the chat, she said, if you told the potential client the 3-day pickup and then when you get there they want to extend the date, what is the best way to handle that?
Well, it's just up to you. You know, if they say, I just love it, you know, I didn't get started, I would love to keep it another day. If you've got people waiting for the basket, you can say, you know what, I've got to take the basket now, but I can leave you a couple of samples and you could get back with them. If you could leave them, you know, some of the samples. I mean, I put mascara samples in there. I put hair mask samples. I just find that if I let people have a spa experience, my sales are so much higher per basket than, you know, sitting down with somebody because they really get to experience it. So it would be up to you whether you want to give them an extra day or two. But most of the time, I'm really firm on my 3 days. So any other question? Let's see if there, let me see what, okay, are we good to go about how you would do the pickup? Now, you know, from a lot of people, maybe you don't use slides to go pick it up. But one of the things I have really found working with consultants is we whip out and we just go over there and go, hey, so what did you think? What did you like? And we don't really go back and find out where they're at. Because one of the things you want to leave with people is that there is an incredible income opportunity attached to that basket. So you want them thinking about that the whole time they're trying the products, because when I'm really good at that, when they're trying the products the whole time, then they are thinking, I could do this. I could give out these baskets to people. So it makes it really look like something they could do, because we don't, the more, and that's kind of the other funny thing, is the more awesome our basket is with, you know, with products inside of it, the more we feel behooved to tell people about it and offer it to them. So if we really have an awesome basket, we really think we're giving them an incredible spa experience. So when I go to pick it up, I would sit down and I would say, Bev, I'm so excited to see your results and what were your favorite products. And I just have to tell you, thank you so much for taking the time to try Arbonne. And the reason I'm going to use slides, Bev, is because I love these products so much. If I didn't use slides, we would be here for 2 hours. So I just have a few slides so it keeps me on task and keeps me on script. But what did you like best about our product line? Now, the reason I'm asking this is because what I want them to do right now is get into philosophy. I want them to get in, because after 29 years of doing this, the more I can get people, especially women, to have a mission about this company, a mission to tell others about ingredients, a mission to tell people about our green philosophy, the more they're going to say yes to the opportunity. So if I say, what did you like best overall about our products? What would you say, Bev?
Overall, they, the feel that they smelled really clean, like there was nothing artificial about anything or heavy, and I felt I was using something better for me.
So you love the idea that they were a pure product line.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. And what did you like about the company philosophy so far?
That they are committed to that. I like the idea of combining the pure safe, as you mentioned, with science. I like that.
Okay,
Because
awesome.
what resonated with me was when you said that it's great to have something pure, but it has to work.
You could relate to that, right?
Yes, yes.
Because you told me you wanted to get rid of those fine lines and you
Yes.
want some results.
Hmm.
Okay. And what was your favorite product?
Oh, the night cream. I love the night cream.
And what was it about the night cream that you liked?
It's just very luxurious, and my skin felt wonderful in the morning.
So you like the after effects.
Yes.
Wonderful. Now I keep asking them, what was your next favorite product? Anything else that you loved? Oh, and then they start to go, oh, I really like the shakes, or I really like those fizzies. I love that tea and that pomegranate. I want them saying as many products as I can right here. All right, so then let's go over the 3 ways then you benefit from working with Arbonne. Remember I told you that you're going to have several options. And I just want to give you all of your options, and then you're going to, you tell me what's going to be best for you and for your family. So the first thing that you can, the 3 ways to benefit is to be, of course, be my client. I would love you to be my client. We also have a discount at being a preferred client. We spoil our hosts because we don't advertise anywhere else. We advertise by word of mouth. And so we really count on people telling their friends about Arbonne. And then the other way, of course, the way I chose was to be a consultant. So I'm going to just share with them about what they can have at being a preferred client and the discounts that they can get on that. And then I'm going to show you today that with our Arbonne Special Value Packs, how you can get 40% off on the RE9 line that you tried, and also on our 30 Days to Healthy Living. So we always offer that 40% off on our packs to our preferred clients. And then, of course, I would love to have you think about getting a few friends together. I'd love to, I've had so much fun being with you that I know that you would have a fun group of gals over that could have a girls' night out. And we could teach them about what's really lurking in their cosmetic bag. And we'd go into more detail on that, and about anti-aging from the inside out. We'd have a taste testing of our nutritional line. So they're going to be able to experience our vegan protein shakes and our fizzies that night. Also, of course, for me, I think the very absolute best way is to be a consultant. I actually joined because I sat there as I was trying on the products, Deb. I thought, oh my gosh, you know what? My sisters are going to love these products. And I wanted them to get the best discount too. So for a lot of people, they join just to get the very best discount on their products, because they want to share their discount with friends or family or sister or a couple gals from work. So I always want to let people know that you can open up your account depending on your country, for just not a whole lot of money, and you can always have your products at 35 to 50% off. And then the other thing that Arbonne offers is really an opportunity to have from part-time to great, fantastic income. So whether it's to be able to buy beautiful shoes that you don't want to have to tell anybody about, to build a travel fund, to pay for someone to go to college, or whether it's just for you to be able to have an exit strategy out of corporate. Arbonne offers that for you. So when you become a consultant, you always have the opportunity with every 250 Q qualifying volume order, you get to get the discount that hosts can take advantage of. And that's our 125 for 25. And so I find so many women love being a consultant because they can buy not only their skincare, but phenomenal hair care, all of their makeup, their mascara, the whole works. And they can always get that at that fantastic 50% off because they always order in those 250 increments. So I think that's a great one thing to really consider as becoming a consultant. You know, when you look at traditional business, if you look at it, products have to go from manufacturing to the wholesaler to the warehouse to the sales force to the retailer to the consumer. And I don't know if you've ever owned your own business. In fact, you have owned your own business, haven't you?
I have.
And what were the drawbacks from owning your own business, Bev?
You're the one that has to come up with everything. You have to come up with all the marketing ideas, and then all the expenses that you have involved in, it's all on your shoulders.
So you had employees, and you had to fill out the paperwork and all the regulations and everything else that you had to do when owning a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is kind of that, model of the traditional business. And let me show you the difference when you become an Arbonne consultant. The products go from manufacturing to the consumer. So you don't actually have to deliver products. You don't have to handle people's money. All you're going to help people do is open up their own exclusive online account. And so that's what's cool, is you get to offer people the same great discount that you're getting. They can become a preferred client, or they can become a consultant. And Arbonne does all of that research and development. They do all the manufacturing. They do all those things that normal traditional businesses have to take care of. As you know, because you've been in the beauty industry before, people run out of products.
Mm-hmm.
Our products are consumable. So that means it's going to create repeat orders for you, and that means it's going to be a repeat income. And for really smart, savvy people like you today, they want multiple streams of income coming into their home. They want ways to be able to really take care of preparing for impact, because we never know what's coming down the pipe for us. And what a lot of people just love the fact that you can build it alongside what you're currently doing. So there's really no risk involved. So I wanted to share that with you, because it really is, Arbonne's time really is right now. I always like to tell people that I have found a way to tap into the 100 million baby boomers who do not want to age. And I have found a way to tap in to that craze, that yoga pants, CrossFit training craze that's going on all over the world today, when people have a huge demand for health and wellness. And people want today a way to have an e-commerce business. And this is all wrapped up into one thing. And that's why Arbonne, I think, is such a great opportunity right now. We're just beginning our globalization of our brand. And we're just getting into Asia. I'm going to be opening up more and more countries. So it's a perfect time to think about having a business that you can do on your phone. And we have a very, very competitive compensation plan. Now, I don't know if you just looked at those incomes, just thinking about you and your financial situation with you and your family and your goals, your financial goals, what level of income there would really start to make an impact for you?
Well, if I could wave a magic wand, I like the one where I see a Mercedes symbol. That looks really exciting, and I like that dollar figure there too. So that would be the regional VP.
Okay, so that would be an income that would really start to impact you?
Yes.
Okay, because I want to let you know that this can be part-time income to very, very lucrative income. And it can be something that you get to build on at your pace. So just thinking of it, now that you've tried the products, now that you've looked at everything and you've had a little bit more information about the company and about our income opportunity, where would you see yourself right now? Are you a 1, I'm interested in the products and want the best savings? 2, I enjoy the products and I'm intrigued about the income potential and want to know more? Or are you a 3, and I'm ready to open an account and get my online Arbonne business launched? Where would you put your interest right now?
So for the purposes of the training, I will say
you can
number
be
2.
a 1 or 2 or 3, because I'm going to teach you how to work with any one of those.
Okay, I'm going to say number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just stop right now and let's talk about what you're going to do with each one. And this is where I really want to help you all take advantage of the opportunity to make this go to the best possible conclusion. So if she says, I'm a 1, then I'm going to say, fantastic. I told you about our opportunity to be able to get your products at a discount and be able to be a preferred client. I also told you that we have special value packs. So I'm going to pull out my special value packs right then, and I'm going to show her RE9. I'm going to show her the 30 days to healthy living, and I'm going to say, where do you, what do you want to start with today? And so, Bev says to me, well, I would love to have everything. I loved everything in that basket. I loved the hair care. I loved the spa line. I loved everything. And I say, well, we can get you everything if you'd like to get started with that. And she goes, well, I said, but tell me where, what your budget is, and then I'll help you get your biggest bang for your buck. So I'm going to get her, we're going to open up, we're going to get her preferred client order. And then I'm going to say, now you told me you would just love to get the nutritional and the hair care products. Why don't we grab a few of your friends and let's pick a time in the next week to 10 days, and let's get them over here and let's do let's have a fun evening out, and let's find a time that works for you and for me, and let's earn the rest of those products for you. So I always go for the order and the booking right then. And then I'm also going to ask her, did you have a chance to fill out your referral card? And so she grabs it, and if she says she did, I say, wonderful. Tell me about your friends. If she has it, I grab it, and I say to her, now, after you've had a chance to have this spa experience, and you've fallen in love with so many of these products, I'm sure you're thinking, gosh, I can think of a few friends or family members. So if I had 4 of these baskets sitting here on the counter, who would you have me give them to with your compliments? So I would have her, and I'm just going to write them down, and then if she tells me one, I'm going to say, can you think of one more? And I'm going to keep going more. And what you have to remember is you've got to put is that the word I'm trying to say? Context.
Context.
Yeah, you've got to say, I'm thinking of your friends from work, the gals you play tennis with, your sisters, and a couple of friends. Who would you have me give them to? You want to make sure that you are putting context to it. If you don't put context to it, they're going to go absolutely blank. So thinking of some gals from work, who do you think would really enjoy this? Do you have a girlfriend that you would love to have me give this to? Do you have a sister? Because here's the deal, guys. You've got to ask for referrals because you've got to have an ongoing business. So you really want to make sure that she's thinking. And then you could also say, I can also do this long distance because I just do a mini spa bag and I ship it to your friends. So I go for referrals no matter where they're at. So make sure that you're doing that and you're taking it to the best possible conclusion if there are 1. Now, what if they say there are 2? Well, let me give you a couple of options because I've been doing this a really long time and I've made a lot of mistakes at this. What I've done so many times that's been wrong is when they were 2, I'd say, well, here's some information, look it over, and then we'll get back together. No, I do not do that anymore. I say to them, well, tell me what information you would need to make a great decision. Do you need more information about the products, the company, the compensation, getting started, how you would get started? I narrow what they're going to tell me, and then I try to answer their hesitations right then. If I can't, I'm going to leave them with videos and a business pack, and we're going to make an appointment to get back exactly in 24 hours. And so I say, can we, meet here again? Does this work? Let's meet here tomorrow night. I try to go for 24. If I can't, I go for 48 hours. And then I say at that time, whether you decide to do the business or not, you told me you love the products, we'll open up a preferred client account. We'll get you started on the products. So I immediately we're gonna meet again, and we're gonna get them started on the products no matter what. So let's say that we get back together in 24 hours and she still has hesitations. I'll tell you what I do. I say to them, why don't we put together a couple of group presentations, have your friends, some friends over. You're going to be able to see what it feels like to be a consultant. So you'll know whether this has the fit for you or not. And so let's get your calendar out. Let's grab mine and let's pick something in the next 3 to 7 days. Let's pick a couple of times where we can have, and then if you like it, your friends like it, then this will be your launch presentation. And you'll get the sales and bookings. So that's what I've done, because one of the things that I've really done badly in the past too many times is I just let that person business stop. I didn't take it out, so I kept getting bookings and I kept getting referrals from them. So I want to make sure you really do number 2 the way you want to do number 2. Then if they say they're a kind of a 3, I am going to do either sign them up right that moment if they're ready, or if they need to get on a call with somebody, I will do a Zoom. I will have prearranged with my sponsor that I'm going to be closing, Bev. She told me that when I gave her the products that she was really intrigued. So can I just book a time for you for 15 minutes at the end of my, my basket pickup, so that if she's she's a 3 but needs a little push over the top, that I call you. And I help many consultants push over the person when they're at that stage, when they just need to close them into the business right then. So that's what I do if they're 1, 2, or 3. If they're a 3, I would open up their account right then. I would put in their personal order, and then I would arrange for the VP call, and so that they can do their getting started discovery call with my regional vice president. And then we would put the business order in after that call. So that's what I would do with a 1, 2, or 3. So any questions? Anybody needs a little bit more details on anything we've talked about?
Dina, it's Sharna.
Yes, Sharna.
Hi. This is awesome. I absolutely love it. I have a question though about, do you use the 4-year career at all?
I know I should, but I just don't have any right now. And I know that works for a lot of people.
Well, I have the
career
ebook version
for a really detailed person, and they just need more kind of details. I think that's something good to send them home.
Okay, because videos and a call and all that is so much quicker. I agree. There is an e-version of it that I have, that I've passed around, and people have read it. So
and it really does, because what you want to do is you want to tell them what page to go to when they have the same circumstance as what your what they have. So yes, I think the 4-year career is really brilliant. I just don't have any at the moment. So I think that's a great idea.
Is it best to get those on Amazon, or is there a better place to buy them in bulk?
Well, we'll get the link for the e-version from Sharna.
I'll send it to you. Yeah.
So that we can have that. And then, because a lot of people do things on their phone now. We have bigger phones, so we read a lot on our phone. So I think that's a great idea to just give them the e-version. One thing great about giving them a book is they do have to meet back up with you. So you do, it's a way for you to make sure that you get the results from the steps, because you've got to get it back.
Dina, this is Marlene. You can also get the book on Richard Brooks' website. I think it's Bliss Business, something like that.
Yeah, I'll make sure we all have that. And you have to remember they have an all woman version, and so you could get several different versions. You have the new all women version that's good, and then we also have the one with Dana Collins and Donna Johnson to choose from too.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you, Marlene. Anyone else that wants some questions answered, or how you'd handle things, or how you do things? I'm hoping that this has been helpful for you, and that you're going to, because here's the thing that I want you to remember. When you're sitting down with someone and you're doing a closing on them, if you don't have them come in with enough product to do 3 totes or baskets, I prefer baskets, what you're doing is you're really shooting them in the foot, because they are held hostage until the next person who will host an event for them. But if they've got baskets, you can do a bump into and start a relationship to do a basket. You can run into somebody that you haven't thought of forever and then come home and do a basket. And then it leads to referrals, it leads to bookings, and it leads to people doing the business. But if you don't close it, you're not going to get consultants. And that's why you really want to go through the steps.
Can you hold up your basket again, please, Dina?
You bet. I have one like this, and then I have handles. So I've got spa products in there. I've got my 9 tote. I've got inside this little bag that I put my nutritionals in.
Dina, maybe unshare your screen.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
There we go. Now we can see.
Yeah, so it's got, I have these little bags that I've gotten, and I put all the nutritionals in it. And so they've got their shakes and their Fistics and their chews and things in the little bag. And then I've got, I put in the facial oil and the Genius, and then the RE9, and then I've got their hand cream, and it's a new one. So if they give me referrals, they get to keep this. And then I have an exfoliating FC5 scrub, because I just absolutely love this product.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got inside of mine. I also put in, I actually match their foundation a lot of times, and I will leave a foundation with them, because I have from 29 years, I know that if I can get someone loyal to a foundation, I have them for life. They'll stay loyal to buying Arbonne. So I like to match their foundations too. So that's kind of the, what I do.
Dina,
I try to always have my baskets out at all times.
Dina, go ahead.
I was just going to suggest, I do the same. I always drop off. I always have lots of primers, although right now that's a little bit of an issue. But foundations, you can't always have multiple of the same colors. I use these little containers from the dollar store, and then I will at least pump about 3 or 4 pumps, so that once I do color match them, they can go home with some foundation. So I don't know if you have any other recommendations, but
no, I think that's the absolute perfect way to do it, because you've given them enough, for a couple of days, but you're not having to have multiples of the foundations. So I think that's absolutely perfect.
When you go to the drop-off, you're also bringing a bag with multiple colors of foundation then?
Yeah, I'm just bringing that, and then I match them, and then just have a little, like she said, because I've used those little, painter pots, and that's just perfect to leave them because they, you know, when they, because one of the other things, I don't want them to put on some other crappy foundation because then they're really blocking what they're going to have with their RE9. So I want to remove their foundation from their experience for 3 days.
I got these on eBay, and they're small. This is what I put the like the samples of the night cream in, the neck cream and stuff like that.
I can't see you. We're like all frozen. Is it just me or is everybody frozen?
They're that wide.
Yeah.
I can't, for some reason, I can't see you guys.
Just you,
I think it's just yours, Dina.
We can see you, Dina.
And you can see me moving?
yeah.
Yes.
Well, maybe you all can see Terry and it's just me because I can't. But yeah, if you can show that, Terry. And then if you would,
I can put the link up too.
yeah, if you'll put the link up, that'd be wonderful. And I'll make sure everybody gets that. So yeah, any other thoughts or comments or great ideas that you're sharing
This
with
is
everybody?
awesome. Awesome.
Does this help?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Did you record it, Dina?
I did record it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you for doing that.
I did record it. And you know, I'm sorry, I apologize. It's another tool and I get, you know, I'm accused of too many tools, but whether this works or not for you, it works for me. So I just wanted to share what's working for me with all of you. So thanks you guys for being on here with me today.
Thanks for
And
having
I'll
us.
make sure that I'll post it. I'll post it on the our VP link, and also, of course, on my Facebook page. I'll post the drop off and the pickup, and then I'll post the referral card, so you have that. And then I'll post the links. I'll post the link. Shauna will send that to me. I'll post the link for the e-version and also Terry's ideas for where she gets her small containers.
So you'll be
Thank
putting
you, guys.
this presentation will go on your website?
It will go on my website.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'll be under the I'm in activities section. So thanks you guys. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
Thanks,
Thank
Dina.
you.
have a great weekend, everybody.
You too.
You too.
Are we having the LinkedIn call tomorrow morning?
We are having the LinkedIn training tomorrow morning.
Awesome.
So thanks everybody.
Ladies.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Dina.
Hello. Hi, Kylie. This is Kathleen. My computer is frozen up, so it's still being recorded. Just a second.
Dina, you're still recording.
I know, I'm just, my computer is frozen up, so I'm just trying to get it to stop, to end.
Have a great weekend, love.
Thank you.
Bye, love.
Bye.